Yesterday, for the first time in a very long time, we got an official update from BioWare. And what's more, we got that update in the form of a blog post which really hasn't happened since the first few months of Anthem's release, and it was by none other than the legendary Mr. Casey Hudson. For those of you who don't know, Casey Hudson is the general manager of BioWare, who basically oversees everything from SWTOR, Dragon Age, and of course, Anthem. In this blog post, he goes over a few things, especially involving Anthem, and yes, while they're vague and a fair heads up to everybody, no, there's no specifics or roadmap or whatever. He does debunk at least 2 rumors, in my opinion, that have been circulating for ages now, and, I couldn't be more happy that he made it, though at the same time, I know better. Even if he told you how many people were working on Anthem, people would still spread the rumor that there is a skeleton crew, or the game is on life support, or that EA is about to pull the plug. So misinformation and rumors are going to spread irregardless, even if you have the GM of the studio telling you the exact opposite of those rumors. Anyways, without further ado, let's look into Casey's blog post and then discuss what exactly it means for Anthem. Casey starts off by saying, "Humans, it's been a super busy summer at the studio, but I wanted to get a note out to share some of the things that we've been up to." He then goes directly into Anthem, stating that, quote, "Over the last few weeks, we've been ramping up our Cataclysm events in Anthem, a long seasonal event with new arenas, enemies, challenges, and rewards. We have a big team working on Anthem in both Austin and Edmonton, and while it has been great to see the community response to Cataclysm, I know there's a lot more work to do to bring out the full potential of the game. We have plans for those more fundamental improvements, but they'll take time. While the team works towards the longer-term vision of the game, they will also continue to deliver updates to features and content. I believe in Anthem, and would love to see its world grow, evolve, and thrive for years to come. Thank you for your patience and support as we do the work of constantly improving and expanding the experience." The rest of the blog goes into SWTOR's Onslaught update coming in a few months, a tease about Dragon Age's Dreadwolf Rising, their move into the new BioWare headquarters, and a final closing remark where he states that, quote, "Ultimately, what makes me happiest is working with talented teams on games I know players will love, and having the time and resources to make them amazing. When I look at all of the things that are going on around BioWare, I'm more excited about the future than ever." Anyways, there is a little bit here that I wanted to discuss and dissect a little bit, just to give everyone some perspective. The first thing that he addresses that really makes me happy that he did, and look, I know, developers have stated constantly, and I have stated constantly that there are teams in both BioWare and Edmonton working on the game, and they are far from a skeleton crew. Anthem has a pretty big team working on it, and it really makes me happy that Casey finally addressed that there is a large team working on Anthem in both Austin and in Edmonton. It's not like this hasn't been said before. Though, like I said at the beginning of the video, you can say over and over again there are a million people working on the game, and there's still going to be that guy that says, "Oh, skeleton crew, oh, it's on life support." But at least finally we have public confirmation that there is a large team working on Anthem in both Austin and Edmonton. Why there were no specific numbers given, I totally understand. It's the same reason why DE doesn't tell you how many people are working on Warframe, or why Destiny, The Division, or literally any game in the industry doesn't tell you they've got 200, 300, 400 people working on the game. It's just not done, and really it's none of our business. What's more, does it really matter the absolute physical number? As long as there are talented people working on the game, I could care less the full number, even though some of us know it. So let's move on from the numbers and the team size to something that's a little bit more tangible and, more important. For instance, Anthem has a long future ahead of it. And this isn't the first time we've heard this either. EA representatives have said it over and over again. BioWare employees and developers on every level have said it. Anthem, quite simply, isn't going anywhere. Though yesterday I did make a Twitter post retweeting this blog post, and I got a couple responses that not surprised me, and I do understand them, but I thought it was worth addressing because I know a few of you will probably have it in the comments below. It went along the lines of, we deserve to know more. We deserve to have a roadmap. We deserve to know what this vision is. And while I understand that point of view, I kinda rather what they're doing right now. For instance, the Cataclysm just came out. There was no fanfare, there was no nothing. It came out, it released, there was a trailer that came with it, and personally, I like that a lot. Your opinion, of course, may differ totally from mine, but hear me out. When Anthem first released, they kinda screwed up big time. No, not with the official release, but with how they communicated updates. They had this big roadmap, they had these monthly updates that they planned on hitting, and I think it was in the second or third month that they started missing a lot of things that they wanted to hit, which just brought on constant disappointment over and over and over again. Oh, well, we're going to have this update come out. Oh, well, we're going to have 6 new free play events. No new free play events came out that month or with that month's update. Hey guys, sorry, we're working on bug fixes, we'll get them out next month. Next month came. There weren't new free play events, and they missed the mark on a lot of things they had promised for that month. I guess what I'm saying is, actions speak louder than words. You can say these things are going to come out, but until they do, you're really disappointing people by promising too far in advance. And you know, it's something that I could learn from as well. Unforeseeable things always happen, and I really like it that they are making their actions speak louder than words. Though, would it hurt to have a new roadmap or know what's going to be happening after the Cataclysm ends? Oh, absolutely not. It worries me too. Don't worry, I'm like you guys. I want to know what's going to happen after the Cataclysm, or if we're going to have a roadmap or whatever. But for the moment, we still have the Cataclysm going on for 3 more weeks. Yes, it was extended by another week. We'll cover that in a minute in another video. But regardless, I don't think the developers need to be telling us what this vision is. I think they need to be keeping their heads down, bringing in players into a PTS to give feedback, and then making adjustments accordingly. But like I said, I don't think that they need to be telling us everything and holding our hands every step of the way. Release content, let us enjoy content, and give us the occasional update when it's time. Another perfect example of this is the 1.4 update. We had a day's heads up of, hey, 1.4 is coming, 1.4 came, and they told us everything that was coming with it. That was great. I liked it a lot. But what do you all think about the communication and the releasing of new content or updates? Let me know below. Anyways, it was also made note by Casey that it is going to take time to make the more fundamental improvements to the game. How that will look kind of remains to be seen, and what fundamental improvements are coming. It took them quite a while to give us those 50 new inventory spaces, but from what I can gather, I think that they're going to be making more radical improvements than just, you know, things based off of what we wanted. I guess all I can say for right now is it's going to take time, and we're just going to have to be patient, and we will be eagerly listening when something new finally comes out. But to conclude, I do want to go back to that last statement I quoted Casey on, where he states that having the time and resources to make them amazing. Them being the games, obviously. Like I've said a million times over, EA is not cutting support on Anthem. In a financial report from, I think it was last quarter, EA actually stated that they are going to be doubling the resources for Anthem, and they're going to be doubling down on it. So no, it's not going to be a Mass Effect Andromeda. If we can just stop saying that, you know, that would be awesome. Anthem has a long future ahead of it. It has a long and rough road ahead of it, and things are probably still going to get worse before they get better, but at least we're going to have that time for things to get worse before they get better, you know what I'm saying? Anthem's not going anywhere, my friends. But anyways, what did you think of Casey Hudson's post? Let me know in the comments section below, as I always read through all of your comments and I will respond if there's conversational potential. And if you like this video and want to stay up to date on all things about your game, Anthem, then be sure to leave a like and subscribe, as it really does help me out and allows me to reach more freelancers just like you. A very special and monumental thank you, by the way, to my patrons and channel members for their generous donations and support of your Anthem. It really does mean the world to me to have you guys constantly supporting the channel and allows me to make constant improvements, so for that I am forever humbled and grateful to each and every last one of you. I hope all of you fantastic freelancers have a phenomenal day as always, and I'm looking forward to seeing each and every last one of you in the next video very soon. And remember, freelancers, we are strong alone, but we are stronger together.